Alright, so what we have here is a video of on the cheap skirting a motorhome. We're in Memphis. Did this about a month ago. The temperatures last week plummeted to 7 degrees at night, and what this does is this keeps the wind out from under the motorhome, getting into all the little cracks and openings that there are. I've seen a lot of guys talk about skirting on the cheap using styrofoam panels, half inch to 2 inches thick. Didn't make sense to me because there's nothing underneath the motorhome that's warm that you want to keep cold air out of. You're just separating cold air from cold air, so this will just keeps the wind out, and the black does absorb some heat and just keeps the underside of the motorhome free of drafts, and has worked pretty well over the course of the past 3 weeks. So I'll show you how it's attached and what I've done. Now, to me, on the cheap, this cost me a total of $40 for a roll of plastic, some duct tape, and some landscape spikes, which I will show you later. Now, it was pretty easy to attach in areas like around the wheel wells. I've used some tape it down, and if it doesn't come off very easily, I'll get some glue gun when I'm ready to remove it. But as you can see, all the areas around the motorhome are sealed, and I've got my compartments accessible, which every other video I've watched was on fifth wheels or travel trailers, and they don't have the issue of having to have the compartments accessible. So what I've done here, and I will show you, is I've tucked the plastic underneath this rubber seal, and that's all I did. Lift it up, tucked it underneath there, pushed it back down, got it sealed, and it's attached into the ground with landscape spikes, keeping the draft out from underneath, like right here. Landscape spike nailed in, punched into the ground right there, all along the bottom. And in areas where I couldn't get it in, I used a small furring strip and some 4-inch nails, because this is hard packed gravel and stone. So as you can see, we've got it around the entire motorhome. Go around the other side, show you what we got. Like I said, $40, Lowe's, Home Depot. Tried to cover up all the areas where drafts could get in. See, it goes all the way around. Got my wheel wells covered, my step covered. Just cut it to the height that I needed all around. Even around the back, brought it up around my generator opening. Let the generator tailpipe be exposed. As you can see here, it is tucked underneath the seal of the compartments. Even around my tow dolly, just brought it around the best I could. Everything's sealed. There you go. Everything's sealed, even around the waste pipe. There it is. That's simple. Cut the size, 40 bucks, all done. Alright, let me show you the materials that I use. It's just there were no videos of skirting a motorhome. They were all for travel trailers and fifth wheels. So here's the on the cheap, 40 bucks. This is what I use. I even have this much left over, so I could even say I could have done it for $30, because the roll was $10 a piece. Roll of plastic. The tape was probably about $7, $8. A package of 75 spikes was less than 10. 3.5 mils thick. Size is 10 by 25. I just cut it to the height I needed. 10-foot lengths. I cut probably 3 feet tall, cut it off, put it on there, rolled the bottom a little bit so it would have a good grip to the ground. taped up the seams every 10 feet with the tape, and working great. I have no problems with it. You know, and then when I'm ready to go, I don't have to store the plastic. I don't feel like I'm throwing away $200 worth of styrofoam. Just take all this plastic off. That cost me 40 bucks. And I hate to say toss it in the trash, but probably because this will be our last winter in the motorhome. Well, hope this video turned out. Hope it helps you. Like I said, 40 bucks and it's done. Couple hours work. Thank you.